Hi everyone, my name is Thad. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a Fluke multimeter. Some of the functions that a multimeter would be able to do, uh, it measures voltage, AC and DC, resistance, current in AC and DC, frequency, capacitance, and continuity. Some typical users, of course, would be electricians, maintenance technicians, do-it-yourselfers, and you know, obviously industries that use electrical equipment. Some locations you could probably see these would also be, manufacturing facilities, residential facilities, things like that. Here is a little overview of what a multimeter would look like. This one I actually am fairly familiar with. I actually have one, have used them before. As you can kind of see, it's a turn dial to be able to select what you would want to be able to do with it, whether it's voltage, and then as you can see right now it's pointed to voltage, and then there's also a shift key that you can hit, and you would be able to measure frequency. If you were able to turn the dial, you can measure DC voltage, millivolts in AC, then also in DC. Then you have your ohm meter, your continuity beeper, your diode tester, and then if you would be able to hit shift, you would have your capacimeter, then obviously your current in AC and DC. This model also features a backlight, so when you're working in darker environments, you would be able to hit that, and your backlight would illuminate. You have a min and max setting, so when you're reading something and you want to be able to find the average, this would be pretty useful, because then it would also beep when you hit a new min or max as it's calculating. So while we're also looking at this, kind of just a little breakdown of the meter itself. It has a hard case around the base of the meter. It's kind of like a softer plastic, almost like a rubber material. It makes it a little bit more comfortable in your hand and gives a little bit more durability for the environments that you might be in. Then, as you can see, the base of the unit is more so constructed out of like an ABS material, which is also very durable. Also, while we're looking, this would be where your test leads would go, depending upon what you wanted to be able to read and what you were using it for. I have some other information on selecting a multimeter. This is available just through Fluke, but they break it down very nicely. So depending upon which industry you're in and what you would be using it for, they break down the categories for Arc Flash and where you would actually, what kind of equipment you would want. As you can see, this chart here breaks it down a little bit. I know it's probably a little bit difficult to read, but depending upon the voltage and the source of what you were reading, the higher category would be more for like high voltage three-phase power, and then it kind of degrades from there for your category reading. So this meter that I had shown here is a category 3, which would be typically used for 3-phase distribution centers. So just to give you a little overview of it, Fluke has a very good website that actually explains more in depth on it, and very good graphs and everything to go by when selecting your equipment. It's always a good source to look at. And that concludes my presentation. Thanks for watching.